and welcome to the Cranky Old Gamer. Today we are going to be taking a look at Capital Lux. Capital Lux is a game for 2 to 4 players, and it is put out by Aporta Games and Pixie Games. A game by Eilif Svensson and Christian A. There's symbols in there I don't recognize. Ostby? Either way, Capital Lux is a very cleverly done card game that is all about space and sending your hometown's people off to be the brightest and best in the colony, but also keeping them home to work on your hometown. It boils down to a game of numbers and balance and very clever strategies. I really like this game. I didn't think I would. This is one of those games I was like, it didn't look that great. Once I played it, I fell in love with it immediately. In Capital Lux, you have a tableau of the Capital Lux. Haha, there's the title of the game. And you have a hand of professions of people that are in your town. You have a choice. Do you want to send your people on to the capital and kind of contribute to the world? Or you want to keep them around and make your hometown grow? Your goal each round is to have the highest number in each profession in your hometown. But there's a catch. If your number exceeds the number in the capital, you lose everything. So you do want to keep sending people onto the capital, but you still want to keep those numbers high. There's a lot of different strategies that can be done here, and a lot of those have to do with the different actions of your professions. You see, every time you send somebody to the capital, you get to, or have to, take advantage of that profession's ability. And each of the 4 professions has a special ability that will affect how the game plays out. The green cards, the scholars, allow you to draw an extra card from the profession deck. Yellow cards, the merchants, let you take one of these nifty little gold coins, and those will come into play later. The blue cards are the agents, and they allow you to draw from the modifier deck, look at it secretly, and place it on any one of the professions. Now, the modifiers can subtract or add, and only you are going to know what that modifier is. So that's going to allow you to kind of play the board a little bit. However, there's only 4 modifier cards in the game, so through a process of elimination, your opponents could figure out what you placed where. And lastly are the pink cards, the clerics, and they cause you to take the lowest card in any of the other 3 colors and put it in your hometown. This can be good or bad because it is an ability you have to take. Now, as I said, little gold coins do come into play. At the end of each round, they can just be used as 1 victory point, and that's not bad. That could be the difference between winning and losing. Or you can use them to buy your way into the capital. What I mean by that, say you've got a total of 10 in the agent deck in the capital, and you count up your agent cards and you've got 11, but you've got a gold coin. You can bribe your way in and still keep your 11 points, and that could win you the round for the agents. Something to think about. So like I said, there's not a whole lot to this game as far as components. You have a deck of cards, you have your gold coins, that's it. That's the components of the game. But I still want to go ahead and kind of illustrate some gameplay just to get away with a cutaway. So here we have what would be the basic kind of setup of the game. Now over here, we'll call this the capital. I've got my core for each profession here. Like I said, you've got the green scholars, you've got the yellow merchants, the blue agents, and the pink clerics. Over here, I've just kind of set up a tableau with a couple of strategies in place. And I've got a hand here. I just kind of picked some random thoughts. So right now, as the game is playing, we've got a total of 5 in scholars. We've got a total of 8 in our merchants, 10 in agents, and only 3 in clerics. Well, let's take a look at my hand here. So as you see, I've got a good mix of different colors and numbers. So what do I want to place? Well, let's take a look at my 3 of scholars. Well, what do I got? I've got 4 already. So Do I want to place anything in Scholars? Probably not. At least not in my own hand. I don't want to put it in my hometown. It would be safest for me to put it here. That way I'm not exceeding, because if I put it over here, I've got 7, there's 5 here. At the end of the round, I get to discard all of these. So yeah, we're gonna put that over here. You do want to cascade them, so you've got highest to lowest, because of these little guys here. Now, this one's kind of a no-brainer. I have 5, there's 3. Well, I definitely want to add to the capital. However, I have a 6 and a 4. So what do I want to do? Well, I think we would add the 6 here, bringing that to a total of 9, and the 4 here, bringing that also to a total of 9. As long as they're even, I can still keep these. Now this would all be going around in turns. You basically go until you're completely out of cards. So now what would I do next? Well, we've got 8 and we've got 10. Well, I definitely want to put this 6 over here, and that's going to get me one of these little guys. Now, of course, all of this is not factoring having an opponent that's going to mess up all of my strategies, but that's okay. I'm just kind of trying to teach you. So now, let's take a look at our agents. We've got a total of 10 and a total of 8. I have a 3 and a 4. Well, that's kind of a no-brainer. Or is it? If I place something here... I forgot with these guys, you draw a card. With this, I would take the lowest number of any one card that I want. So I am actually going to take this, and I'll show you why in a bit. So that, wait a minute, 9, 12, there's only 6 here. I'm going to place this here and hope I get, oh look, +4. But nobody needs to know that. So my opponents don't know what this total is. They know it's 10. It could be +4, it could be -3, -1, or +2. I'm going to play this one close to the chest. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I'm going to mess with them. We'll add that. And lastly, my last card is a Scholar. What do we got? We got 8, we got 4. This would bring me up to 9, so I have no choice but to put it here and draw another card. Well, what do I have? Oh, another Cleric. Well, what if I do this? Well, I just screwed myself. Oops, I did that on purpose. Sure I did. So these are some not necessarily the smartest of moves, but just to kind of illustrate the way the rules work and how things play. So at the end of this round, let's see. Of this 3, 6, 8, 13, I have 4. I get to keep this. 14, 10, I would get to keep that. 6, 4, 14, 5, 12, 15. Boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, I was victorious after all. And 9, 10, 11, 9. If I had no opponent, I would get to keep all of my cards towards the next round. Is that making sense? That's basically it. You pick it up as you go along. And again, this works well with other people when you actually have opponents messing up your strategies. So there you have it, a little bit of a clear explanation of how to play Capital Lux. Guys, again, I really like this game. I highly recommend it. It's very cheap. I think I paid $12 for this. And that's expected. Like I said, like you saw, it's a deck of cards. Anything more for that, I think, would be a bit of a ripoff. But for the quality of gameplay you're getting, I have played a lot of this. I've not played it at the 4-player count. But I'll tell you what, this makes a perfect couples game. This game is fantastic one-on-one. It's a very kind of head-to-head challenge. I really enjoy it that way. So yeah, check this one out. Highly recommend this game. All right, guys. Once again, this has been Capital Lux. please do check it out. And while you're checking things out, please check out my website, thecrankyoldgamer.com. I post all my videos there, and I try to post any kind of news or updates, stuff like that. Also, check out my Instagram, thecrankyoldgamer, and on there I post board games. I post, miniatures that I've painted. I post food. I post cats. The Instagram stuff, And if you like what you've seen, you want to help me out, maybe get some more games, get some better equipment, you name it, help me out in general, please check out my Patreon. There's a link at the end of the credits, and if you donate at all, you get your name in the credits. All right, guys. Once again, this has been Capital Lux. We'll see you later.